Hi. Okay, today's topic really leads in from yesterday, right? We were talking on and on about what makes you special. So today we're going to talk about your fears and your dreams. So your fears are not special. Sorry. Everybody has the same fears. Fear of rejection, fear of looking foolish, fear of failure, fear of success. Everybody has that in common. So many people base their decisions in their business on what they're afraid of. I'm afraid this will happen, so I'm going to do this. I'm afraid this will happen, so I'm going to do this. Everyone has the same fears. So if you base all of what you do on your fears, you're never going to get anywhere new. You're never going to do anything big and exciting. If you base it on instead your hopes, your dreams, and your desires, that's where the magic is, because that's the thing that nobody else has. Sure, you might want something that somebody else has, but the specific things that you desire are unique to you. So that's why we follow those things instead of the fears, because everybody has the same fears. Not everybody has the same desires. So you might not want the same things as I do. I want to go and buy a big, beautiful Jeep. Maybe you don't want that. Maybe you want a Mercedes. I want to renovate my house. Maybe you don't want that. I want to put my kids in my new Jeep and drive to the Redwood Forest and stay in a tree house. Maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you want to go to Paris. I also want to go to Paris, but one of my kids are older. Toddlers, Paris, no thank you. So what is the desire? What are the things that light you up? I keep talking about this. Oh my God, Stephanie's talking about the things that excite her again. Yeah, dude, it's an entire thing about energy. What brings you energy? What excites you? What do you desire? What do you want? What do you want? What are those things? That's where we're going to start making our moves from. So how do we find out what these are if we don't know? A lot of people have been really stunted in this area of what do you actually want? Because it doesn't feel safe to say what they actually want, because of society, because of their relationship, because of things not working out in the past, all sorts of things. So I encourage you to dive into what are your big hopes and dreams for this business? What are your big hopes and dreams for yourself? What are things you just want? It's okay. You can be materialistic here. It's fine. I think that wanting things is not bad at all. What are the things you want? Start writing about this, talking about it, your hopes and dreams. When I do my journaling, one of the awesome things that I do is that I have an area for vision. What is the vision? What is the vision for this life? If it all worked out perfectly, what would it look like? And I journal about that every single day, because it helps me be there's so much possibility. And my journey specifically and my story specifically has shown me that literally anything is possible. My life is so different than it was 1-2 years ago. It's astounding. And if I can be the proof you need to be okay, so what is the crazy thing you think can or can't happen? What is the thing you're this would never happen, but what if it did? Let's just play in that a bit today. What if it did? I do this a lot. I can do this on my stories too. And I encourage people what if? What if 10 people signed up for your new thing? What if you sold out? What if, how would that change how you show up in your business? What if you got your desires? How would that change your life? How would that show up how you do your business? I don't know. How would it change? And so I think putting some time and energy today into actually diving into that might be really, really important, because that way we can start to be okay, so what does matter to me? What would change? And then start to make some moves in that energy instead of what if everything failed, So we really want to be focusing on not good vibes only. I'm just caveat here. It's not good vibes only. What it is shifting your energy into possibility rather than just shit never works, right? And we're doing that in little steps. So today, really dig in. What is a big desire you have? Maybe you go on your stories and you share about that. You're this is something I'm really working towards. It'll share something that excites you with your community. It'll show another part of you. It's a good behind the scenes getting to know me thing. I talk about the Jeep I want all the time. By the time I buy that fucking Jeep, all of you are gonna be ooh, 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 ooh. like, I already have a client who wants to do a photo shoot with the Jeep when I buy it. So like sharing what I want and what I care about, it excites my clients too. It excites my ideal clients too, because they're getting to know me, right? The more you share who you are, the more they can connect. So that's why we give such a big shit about our desires, right? Because they matter to us. And what matters to our business? Us. So it all works together. So I encourage you, share something that you desire, that you want, something, a goal you have, something. Share it with your community and see what happens. You might be really surprised what they say.